we are in very troubled times that makes it very difficult for us to offer in-person QHHT sessions. So there are those who think that we need to only do in-person sessions when in many times I'm afraid it's not going to be possible for many of us. So what would you recommend we do?
As I have already stated to you before, I would like you to do the sessions any way you can. We do not have time to dilly-dally around with specifics. We just need to do it. You need to do this work. You have been trained to do this work, and you now must honor this work, regardless of whether you can see the client face-to-face or whether it can be done online. We are all protected here, and we're all here to help you. And the clients who need these works, I just feel frustrated that, you know, common sense hasn't been used here. And yes, I said that when I was alive to not do this work online. Please remember the time and the quality of technology when I said that. It has definitely changed, and it's so frustrating that the people that should be the most astute and the most aware and using common sense and asking and knowing how to ask and knowing how to ask me, and people are still misquoting me. I did say that, it's for sure, I did say that. But now when you can ask me directly through these sessions what my advice is to you, and I will say to anyone who asks the right questions to me, this work needs to be done any way it can, and I will always endorse the good practitioners who can do this work with good heart integrity, good intuition, and pure passion for this work, to do it any way they can, because they'll have the clients asking them and needing this work.
So could you tell us right now, in fact, that the need is much greater than the risk?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And the fact that people are trying to stop humanity from awakening, the fact that people are trying to stop these sessions from happening, to have this is I can't fathom what the belief of that is. There, it's just spiritually coasting at its finest. It is just so disappointing that this work hasn't evolved with the times. There has been other people who have taken my work and have extended it on and have made it very successful and very safe online. Why hasn't my QHHT done that for me? Why hasn't my QHHT done that for humanity? This work cannot be limited because of personal issues and egos.
So I'm new to QHHT, and I am not really, I have never seen in person the people that are in charge, but why is it that they fear to make the technique evolve into an possibly also online delivery?
The lack of trust of people, the lack of trust that a stranger could meet another stranger on a computer screen and have a deep, profound connection, so profound that the person can trust and go into trance. This is so easy. This gets done all the time. It's not about anything but just a lack of understanding of this work. It is so disappointing that this hasn't evolved, and that not only the practitioners missing out on, because they are so loyal to this work that they don't want to do anything that is against it, but no one seems to have even questioned it. No one has gone to the top and said, wake up, people can trust the technology has updated. This is just not Dolores's work, this is not your work, this is their work. This is the work for humanity, and whoever is blocking humanity's growth shall be speaking to me.
So we are working, when we work on the QHHT session, we're working with energy, right?
Yes.
So when Reiki is working with energy, they can work at a distance. So it would make sense then, as other practices could function remotely, QHHT should be able to work remotely as well. Am I right?
Yes. The egos of some practitioners who believe that they are providing their clients with the energy are lacking the understanding of this work. It is the client's higher self that gives them the energy to be able to connect with. The practitioner is merely just reading the script and holding space for the questions. The practitioner isn't the magician here. The client surrendering into the process and allowing themselves to connect with their higher selves, to connect with the subconscious, and to connect with other bigger beings. We don't want you to get hung up on the word bigger. We want you to get hung up on the word of empowering. The client empowers themselves to do these sessions. It's got nothing to do with energy done online. It's complete nonsense.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and there is no really fundamentally a danger or risk anymore, right?
Well, it is just like for people who still believe that there are negative entity attachments. Those people living in fear can say that the sky is falling tomorrow and we will all laugh at them because it's just fear-based drivel. You must all remember, you are multidimensional beings, you are loved, you are protected, and you are supported always. We would never, ever allow anything to happen to you. You are so protected. My script protects you beyond. And people who don't understand that don't trust this work, and they should not be doing this work if they do not understand it profoundly. You need to do your own sessions and ask these questions before putting other people's spiritual growth on hold while you are still trying to figure out what you're actually doing here.
Do you think we should be sharing this advice of yours today with the QHHT community?
The people who want to hold on to their egos, who want to keep it small, who will feel frustrated that they've been told off by Dolores. They still feel so smug and confident because they want to quote me when I was alive. But yet they don't want to ask me the real questions, the big questions, when they can contact me in sessions. It is frustrating to me, and it's frustrating to Joanne, and we both can't understand why there is this lack of growth. The frustrating thing is that they had a perfect time to connect with each other and do practicing sessions, and I had hoped that the true practitioners, the ones who should shine on, would have connected with their other practitioner friends and had exchanged sessions, profoundly grow within. This is what I said to you right at the beginning before the lockdown, is to grow within. Quickly, quickly, quickly grow within. Quickly as you go, because we all need to get you ready, all the practitioners ready for being able to help when humanity changes. A lot of these people, a lot of these practitioners, unfortunately, have been sitting on their laurels, and it is frustrating because they were tested, they were able to have this opportunity, they were able to have all of this time to be able to go within and have some fun sessions and test it out, and then come and ask me how I would feel about them doing sessions online. And I would have been able to say to them what I have said to Joanne and many other people who already have asked me, is that it is harder. You have to connect more with the client in a different way and not just rely on body gestures or the comfort of an office. But you also can rely on the fact that they're safe and happy in their own homes too. There is pluses and minuses with everything. I don't want you to feel that doing this work online is bad. This work can be done however it can be done, as long as the client is really, truly ready to have the session and be able to surrender and be able to connect. And it doesn't have to have a practitioner in the room to do that. And with the technology these days, You can connect with people much more quicker and be able to have chit-chats beforehand and chit-chats afterwards. Don't keep carbon copying, cutting and pasting my method exactly how I did it, because those times have gone. They will never come back. And the people who are holding on to that work then are also unfortunately holding on to me. And I have also gone in that state, and I'm here. I've always been here, and I am waiting for those people who are still struggling to move on from that, to profoundly connect to me, because I've been waiting and I have a lot of conversations to have with them.
Well, I thank you for having a conversation with you, because I'm just beginner in your practice, and I have been very excited about this thing, and so it is a great honor to be able to hear from you the best guidance that I could get at this time. And it is wonderful to know that me being in Florida and Joanne being in New Zealand, we could actually hold a session without any tech. And I thank you for validating our work for the future. And do you have a message, a last message for humanity today?
The internet is much better than the internet that I had, and the applications that people can use today are more reliable. There is no risk with doing online sessions at all, and the people that want to hold on to the fact that there may be risks, they've got their own work to grow and overcome, and are still afraid of the boogeyman, so to speak. So those are the people that are not truly ready to do this work, either as clients or as practitioners. In terms of the energy interference, which actually often happens with these sessions, there's nothing to be concerned of. Yes, there is some lag sometime, and there is differences here, but we are different. Your clients are different from the clients that I had. Your clients are more aware, they're more intuitive, they've got a lot more going for them, and they can cope with this. They're not my clients. My clients may not have coped with that because they were so much more deeper, and they truly did not recall any or sense anything from the sessions at all. And thanks to the shift that happened in 2012, we have grown. Humanity has grown, and I am proud of the small part that I played for humanity to be able to help with that. It makes me feel very proud of the work that I have done, but I don't want to limit this work, and it's so frustrating that there are so many people actively limiting this work. Remember, it is not the work that I created. The work created me, with the blessing of being able to connect to the super consciousness. I've been able to get the help that I needed to help humanity. It would be rude of us, humanity, to not tap back into that and be able to ask them how we can help humanity, just as you're asking today. You're asking the right questions, and I wish that more people took the courage and the time to do that for themselves. I say this with love. And of course, there is that ultimate statement of, but Dolores, would you do it now? Would you do a session online? And I say to people, I loved connecting with you all, each and every one of my clients who I was so honored to meet in my life. I loved meeting you in person and having that special time together, and I wouldn't trade that in for the world. If I had to do my time again, I would do it all again face to face. But I'm not alive now. I don't have the luxury of that choice. You have choices now. You're adults. You don't misuse this work. You want the best for your clients, and so often go and do it. You don't have much time to dilly-dally around, and you don't have much time to keep asking me the same questions. I say that with love.
Thank you very much, Dolores. until next time.
Mhm.
So,
You're welcome, my dears, and I love you and I adore you all, and you're doing such good work and you're asking the harder questions. And I can't wait to be able to catch up with you all.